The most brutal hippo attacks caught on camera. The web is burning with the story of the man who survived being swallowed by a hippo. But what about the people who don't survive? You don't want to miss these stories about our well-loved mammal brutally attacking humans caught on camera. Be sure to watch the video until the end. Hit those like and subscribe buttons and ring the bell to get all the freshest videos always. A bit about hippo. As the third largest land animal after elephants and rhinos, the hippo is a heavyweight force to be reckoned with, and it's no myth that they're remarkably aggressive. Their closest relatives are whales, from which they diverged about 55 million years ago. They are semi-aquatic, inhabiting rivers, lakes, and mangrove swamps. They spend the day submerged in river mud and come out at dusk to graze on grass. They eat over 100 pounds of vegetation a day. They can kill a crocodile. A bull hippo leads a herd of several adult females and their young, as well as a few bachelors he will tolerate. As the dominant male, he has the right to mate with all the females in his herd, only sometimes allowing the subordinate males to mate with him. But for the most part, the bull will defend his territory against the bachelors in his herd and others from the outside to the death. Hippos use their massive ivory teeth like weapons, slashing at each other with powerful, painful bites while swinging their giant heads around and knocking skulls together. A hippo's bite can be as strong as 1,800 pounds of pressure. That's a head like a block of cement with a mouthful of quick slamming broadswords. Hippo attacks women on birthday safari in Africa. While celebrating her birthday, a woman found herself inside the mouth of a hippo while on a safari in Africa. Kristen Yaldor is lucky to be alive after she was attacked by a hippo. She and her husband Ryan were on a canoe trip during a safari in Africa for her 37th birthday when the animal came up under the boat and threw it into the air. Ryan managed to get away, but the hippo grabbed Kristen and dragged her under the water. Its powerful jaws clamped down on her leg. "I'm in the hippo's mouth, grabbed by my leg, and I'm being thrashed under the water side to side," Kristen recalled in an interview with Inside Edition. But Kristen fought back, trying to wedge the animal's jaws open. "I grabbed between its mouth. I could feel that it was leathery and large, and I just tried to pry it off my leg," she said. Eventually, it released her and she managed to swim to shore. She said she could see her muscles sticking out of her leg and tried desperately to stay calm. As she was taken away in an ambulance, a kind medic reminded Kristen that it was her birthday and began singing to her in an effort to soothe her. Kristen is now home in Tampa, but she still has some way to go in her recovery. Angry hippo chasing boats. When tourists sign up for a lake tour, they probably don't sign up for a major hippo chase. According to reports, two Vancouver men, Evan Petkow and Luke Wilms, on a tour of Kenya's Lake Naivasha, found themselves on a motorboat stuck between pods of hippos. The hippos began to chase their boat. It was all caught on a video that makes car chases seem like child's play. As the men described, "We got a little too close. One of the females felt threatened and started chasing her boat. And then all of a sudden, they started coming from the side and the boat motor was going at full blast. And all we could do is just circle and circle until they stopped flanking us." Petkua defends their actions, including the laughter heard on the video, stating that they think we're out there teasing the hippos, but actually, the laughter is just nervous laughter. The footage is rare, because according to wildlife shows, a hippo charge is hardly ever caught from start to finish. While the men survive the chase, they don't plan to return anytime soon. As Wilms remarks, "I think we're going to steer clear of Lake Naivasha, probably just stick to land or horseback safaris." In another recent incident, Dickon Manchina, 27, was out on a lake with three of his friends filming when the hippo charged towards them, keeping up with a speedboat as they fled. The incident took place in the morning, local time of Friday, May 28, 2021 in Lake Victoria, reports said. Manchina said, "We knew that the area was a harbor for hippos, and we wanted to set out to try and get some photos of them. As we were leaving, a huge agitated hippo appeared from nowhere and charged at us, seemingly with savage motives." Manchina said the animal charged at them for at least 4 minutes. He told The Sun it was a narrow escape. Hippos, despite looking less than athletic, can easily outrun a human, charging up to 19 miles per hour on land. Adult hippos are more dangerous in Africa than lions, killing up to 3,000 people every year. There's nothing like getting too close for comfort when you're far away from land. It's either these hippos are into boat chases or they just want to ride home. Hippo dragging a child. A hippopotamus was caught on camera dragging a child to his death in Lake Victoria as screaming crowds desperately pelted the animal with rocks. The little boy had been playing by the shore in Mbita, Kenya, as adults washed clothes nearby. Footage shows the child submerged in the murky water as residents helplessly cried out. The animal eventually released the boy, but he died from his injuries. In the clip, which was originally filmed on September 16, 2020, residents can be seen rushing towards the water's edge. Crowds scream and cry out in the background as the hippo drags the boy further out into the water. The predator rears its head from under the surface as those gathered on the banks of the lake throw rocks and sticks in its direction. One man can be heard saying, "Oh Jesus," as the hippo continuously submerges itself under the water. The boy's body was later recovered. Marius Els and his pet hippo. Despite the fact that hippos kill more people than any other animal in Africa, hippo death stories aren't exactly floating thickly across the surface of the web. But there's this curious case of Marius Els, a South African farmer who was savagely killed by his pet hippo in 2011. Els had raised the hippo himself since the time it was 5 months old. He called it Humphrey. Photos taken not long before he was killed show Els riding the hippo through the river as if he's on a mechanical bull. People think you can only have a relationship with dogs, cats, and domestic animals, he told an interviewer. But I have a relationship with the most dangerous animal in Africa. The video shows Els in a safari hat, feeding Humphrey apples. It's a little bit dangerous, but I can swim with him, says Els. We go in the water and he allows me to get on his back and I ride him like a horse. I trust him with my heart and he will not harm anybody, Els says at one point. But late one Saturday evening, an ambulance was dispatched to his farm. Els had been bitten several times by Humphrey and held underwater for an unknown period of time. He was declared dead at the scene. As wild as these stories are, I'm still left wondering, where are all the other hippo attack stories? If you have one, please drop us a comment in the comments section below. So the next time you think of going on a safari adventure, make sure not to get too close to these cute mammals. Looks can really be deceiving. Go ahead, warn your friends and share this video. And to get all the hottest videos first, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and ring the notification bell to get notified first. Thank you for watching and see you again in our next video.